Good morning. I would like to talk about the sex trafficking and the slave labor that's going on right now, just like it was going on back in the 1800s. Now, Big Elvis did a video that shows a law that was passed in 1910. It was called the Mann Act, that protected women against being used for prostitution, debauchery, or immoral purposes. Now, you've got states like South Carolina where you can legally take your wife in front of the courthouse and beat the shit out of her, and that law is still on the books. Now, you've got to remember, we come from the Bible Belt, which says that a woman is supposed to be subservient to her husband. Which basically means that she is his property, which is extremely untrue because you are no one's property. So, back in the 1800s, women were treated extremely horrible. And this still goes on today, especially with the sex trafficking. Now, you've got people like Snoop Dogg and, a lot of these hip-hop groups that made a lot of money off of human flesh and then want to make their image look like they're some sort of saint, and they're not. The same goes for the Obama administration. He had more cocaine parties than probably any president in history. But we have a serious problem going on with slave labor. And you would think, as a supposedly free nation, that makes me laugh, that people would do something about these underground cities where they are using children. Just like what they did in China in those factories. They had people imprisoned in these factories and fences around them so they wouldn't jump to their death. Same thing with Dubai. They had slave labor to build Dubai. It was horrific conditions. So, once again, my question is, if these laws have been on the books for a long time, why are we reliving a very toxic period in our history? Very dark times. Because the sex trafficking industry is horrific. And no one has the right to use children for debauchery. I mean, we've got Sweden now that's lowered the age of consent to like 12. A 12-year-old does not need to be treated like a wife. Now, these churches that have misled people and used the money to go against what it was for. It was never for people like Kenneth Cohen to buy jets. It was to help the people in the community. And people are not supposed to be living in poverty. All right, I'm just wondering, is there really any real humans left on this planet? Is there? Is there anybody with any moral compass left? I'm just wondering. All right, have a good day.